Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswati Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Shruti Shruti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Pada Shankaram Lokashankaram Samasta Jana Kalyani Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vitvaram Mokam Karoti Vachalam Angum Langayate Girim Yatkrupatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam Paramananda Madhavam. Sit straight with the head, neck and vertebral column in a straight line. Once we fix the posture, we need not move. We are sitting in a clean, quiet place all alone. Our eyes gently closed, not too tight. The closing of the eyes indicates the withdrawal of all sense organs. Their nature is bahirmukham, extroverted. Now, with effort, we are turning them within. If any sound comes, don't pay attention. We bow down to our Guru and Ishtadevta. We worship their feet with devotion and faith. This surrendering to the Guru and Lord is trying to contact our consciousness with their consciousness. Now we become aware of our breathing, which is going on. We practice breathe in and breathe out in a rhythm for some time. Lord bless us with Viveka, Vairagya, Shama, Dhamma, Uparati, Shraddha, Samadhana, Titiksha. O Lord, bless us with the 6 qualities and desire for liberation. Breathing quietens the mind. To this quiet mind bring the knowledge of Upanishad. Upanishad through the Mahavakya tells us the oneness of Jivatma and Paramatma. One such Mahavakya is Tattvamasi. Tat indicates Brahman, Tvam, you and I, the individual being. Asi indicates oneness. There is oneness in the consciousness of the Jivatma and the Paramatma. In Mandukya Upanishad, this is indicated by Omkara. Om iti etad Brahma. This Omkara is Brahma. I am Atma Brahma. And the consciousness at individual level is also Brahman. Brahman is that which is all pervading. Let us chant Omkara, that I am that supreme consciousness with these understanding. Om, 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 Om. Mentally repeat, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahma. Try to abide in the self. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Rub your hands, put your palm on your eyes, slowly open your eyes. Let us chant the Mangalacharan all together. Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam Tamagocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmyam Sadgurum Pranatosmyam. Bhagavan Shankaracharya says that I bow down to my Sadguru Govinda Padacharya, whose nature is absolute bliss, and what his teaching is Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta. The Vedanta or the Upanishad. What is the Siddhanta? That the consciousness at the individual level and that which is present everywhere is one consciousness, Jiva Brahma Aikyam. And that is the subject, Vishaya of this text, Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam. And Tam Agocharam, which is not an object of perception, so it's not known through the sense organs. Sense organs cannot know about the subject, can know only about the object. We bow down to Bhagavan Shankaracharya. We seek his blessing. We bow down to Puja Gurudev and entire Guru Parampara. We seek their blessings. As Gurudev brought Vivekachudamani, he taught us. We bow down to the Lord. By his grace, we are able to study. We bow down to all great saints and sages. We seek their blessings. And with their blessings, we start our studies. So, the disciple asked the question, what is Atma? What is Anatma? Anatma was explained by 5 koshas. And then earlier, the Shishya Lakshana, Guru Lakshana, all they were explained. After explaining the Anatma, Bhagavan explaining what is Atma. While explaining the Atma, he says that this Atma is our real nature, our Swarupa. And there is nothing in the world, what we see is also nothing but that Brahman and Brahman alone. The individual is also Brahman and the world is also Brahman. That's what they are trying to explain. And the one who sees something else, Bhagavan says, is just blabbering in the sleep. That was 238th verse said. The next verse also we read, 231. We'll read this again. The Vedanta is explained through Shruti, Smruti, Yukti, and through Anubhava. We should have a pramana. What you are telling that we are the Brahman, where is it quoted? Then Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, he gives the Shruti example. In this Upanishad, it is said. So, this is what the Shruti example. Brahme Vedam Vishvamiteva Vani Shauti Brute Atharva Nishta Varishta Tashmati Tad Brahma Matram Hi Vishwam Na Dishtanat Vinnataropitasya Brahma Eva Idam. Everything is Brahman alone. Vishwam, in this universe, in this Jagat, iti eva vani shrauti. This is what the Shruti says. Which Shruti says? Brute Atharva Nishtha. The Atharvana Veda, the Mundaka Upanishad says that the whole world is nothing but this Varishta, the Brahman and Brahman alone is Shrestha. The world, but you and I see the name and forms. We are not able to see the substratum. So he said, Tasmat, because Shruti says, and Shruti is the Pramana, authority. Whatever the Shruti says, and the Shruti has come from the Lord. Tasmat etat Brahma matram. The world is only Brahman alone. He indeed, this Vishwam, na adhishtanat. Nothing there is other than adhishtana, the substratum. Adhishtanat binnata. There is nothing other than this adhishtana, aropitasya. Though we are seeing on that superimposed the name and forms, but the adhishtana is the reality. Adhishtana is the reality. The consciousness alone is the reality. The body, mind and intellect aropitasya. They are superimposed on the consciousness. They are our instruments, and with this we realize the truth. But they are not real. The reality is the adhisthana, the substratum, the Brahman. This is from the Mundaka Upanishad, where it is said that Urastad Brahma Paschad Brahma Brahma Vaidam Vishwam Varishta. This Brahman alone is there. Brahman alone is the reality. So Bhagavan is here 2 to 11. You can see, check in your Mundaka Upanishad that here the Pramana is from the Upanishad. So the Brahman is the reality, is proved from Vedas, the Shruti. Shruti means the Vedas. Now this next is that you use your logic also. That Brahman alone is the reality. The next mantra says use your logic. So Shruti, then Yukti. It is in called Yukti, the logic. Satyam yadi syad jagadetad atmanah anantatvahani nigam apramanata asatyavaditvam api shitu syad na etatrayam sadhuhitam mahatmanam. Satyam yadi syad jagadetad atmanah anantatvahani nigam apramanata asatyavaditvam api ishitu syad na etatrayam sadhuhitam mahatmanam. We'll split it. Satyam yadi syad jagat etat atmanah. This is how you have to split it. Anantatva hani nigama apramanata asatyavaditvam api ishituhu syat na etatrayam sadhuhitam mahatmanam. This is how you have to split it. Now he says, you suppose somebody says, no, the world is real. Okay, you are telling the world is real. Now when one says that the world is real, now understand what do you mean by reality. You and I actually live in this world and we are experiencing the world. So when we say the world is not real, it does not mean world does not exist. Here the reality means that it does not remain same. It is changing. It is changing. That what it means by real and unreal. We say world is unreal means it is changing. It does not remain the same. Satyam yadi syat jagat. But suppose somebody says, no, I give reality to the world. Then he said, there will be three things which the great people will not accept it. If you say the world is real, first we said what is real and unreal, understand. Real means not that it does not exist. Real means that which does not change. When we say the world is unreal means it is changing. Hmm? If the world is real, real means you say it does not change, then this Atmanaha Anantatvat Hani. How is the Brahman? The Brahman is all pervading. Hmm? Infinity can be always one. And if you say then the world is real, then the world also will become all pervading, all pervading, not limited. So Bhagavan says Anantatva Hani. Then that will be the limitation of the Atma. The Atma which is all pervading, that will become limited. If the world is real, then the world is real means it becomes everywhere all pervading. Understand the difference between the Atma all pervading and the world all pervading. The world is limited. Now, from where I am sitting now, I cannot be at other place, isn't it? I am limited. I am limited by time, space, desha, kala, vastu, parichinna. We are limited by the time, space and place. The world also is limited. Brahman alone is infinite. Brahman is everywhere. If we say the world is real, then that will be a hani. Hani means that it is, we give reality to the world, then Brahman cannot be infinite. So he says that, understand this. Then he says that, Nigama apramanata. Nigama apramanata means, Nigam means the Vedas, the Shastra. For everything, what just now we saw, what is the pramana authority? Vedas, they are the authority. Vedas themselves says that Brahman is Satyam Gnanam Anantam Brahma. Taittiriya Upanishad says. Then the Vedas will not be a true valid means. If you give reality to the world, the second will be that the world, the Vedas will lose their validity. Vedas lose their validity. Second thing. Then the third thing he says, Asatyavaditvam api ishituhu. Ishituhu, the word is Ishitru, the Lord. And then it will be that the Lord is the speaker of untruth, Asatyavadi. The Lord becomes telling Asatya. Because in Bhagavad Gita and many places where Bhagavan says the Vedas have come from me alone, isn't it? The Lord says. Then the Lord will be telling untruth. And etatrayam, and these three, na sadhu hitam mahatmana. And these three, the sadhu here means the good people. The good people and the great people, they do not agree with this. They do not agree with this. It is not desired by them. What is not desired? That they say Atma is infinite. They say Veda is the Pramana. And the Lord, what he says, that the Brahman alone is the reality. Brahman alone is the reality. All these three will be wrong if we give reality to the world. The world is not real. The world is relatively real. It is apparently real. We do not deny the presence of world. But reality means It does not remain the same. It goes on changing. It goes on changing. So, etatrayam sadhu hita mahatmanam. The great people do not agree these 3 points. That world is real. World is real. Very careful what is real and unreal. Try to understand. We do not say world is not there. Now we are talking in the Jagat only. So we will not say it is but relatively real, not absolutely real. So these 3 things, this is by logic. This is by logic. Now the next, Bhagavan gives the pramanam from the Shmruti. Bhagavad Gita is a Shmruti. Bhagavad Gita is a Shmruti. Shmruti is that is remembered. Shruti is heard. When Bhagavad Gita said, Vedvyas Bhagavan remembered and wrote the Bhagavad Gita, it is called Smruti. That which is remembered and written is called Smruti. Bhagavad Gita is a Smruti. So now there is a quotation from Bhagavad Gita telling that world is not real. World is not real. Ishvaro vastu tattvagnaha न चाहं तेष्वस्थितः न च मस्तानि भूतानि इत्येवमेव व्यचिक्लुप्त व्यचिक्लुप्पत व्यचिक्लुप्पत ईश्वरो वस्तु तत्त्वज्ञः न चाहं तेषु अवस्थितः न च मस्तानि भूतानि इति एव व्यचिक्लुपत. Now he says that this is was said in Bhagavad Gita, and there it is said that Smruti Pramana, this is the 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the 4th verse and the 5th verse line. Ishvaraha vastu tattvagnaha. The Lord is the knower of truth. Lord is the knower of truth. Ishvaraha vastu tattvagnaha. Here vastu means the Atma. He is the knower of the self. Then now the quotation from Bhagavad Gita. Na cha aham teshu avasthitah. Bhagavan says that I am not existing in them. I am not existing in them means my being does not depend on the presence of the Jivatma. I am Swatantra. The existence of the Atma do not depend on us. It is Swatantra. Na chaham teshu avasthita. The word meaning is I am not existing in them. Means my existence do not depend on them. Atma is Swatantra. Na cha mastani bhutani. The 5th verse, the line says, Na cha mastani bhutani. Beings do not exist in me. Means that I am the substratum of all of them, but the name and forms are not in me. The name and forms are not in me. Unless you study Bhagavad Gita yourself and understand each word properly and you remember, then only it becomes easy when you study the Vivekachudamani or Upanishad. You have to study by yourself. Listening is only Shravanam. You have to do Mananam. You have to again and again think about it, reflect. How is this? Why it is said like this? I agree, I don't agree. You should be convinced by that. Nachamastani bhutani. Beings do not exist in me. Means I am the substratum of all. As substratum, I exist in them, but there are no name and forms in me. Nachamastani bhutani. Iti evam. In this way, Vyachiklupata, Bhagavan has declared, where in Bhagavad Gita, the Kshetra Kshetragra Vibhaga Yoga, 9th chapter. As a Kshetra, he is not present in us. He is present in us as a Kshetragna, the substratum, the Atma. So, Bhagavan is here giving the Smruti Pramana, that Bhagavad Gita also declare that Brahman alone is the reality. Brahman alone is the reality. And why? Ishvara Vastu Tattvagna. Ishwar knows the reality. He knows the Brahman because he is Brahman. So he knows that what is reality. So here by quoting this, the 9th chapter, the Smruti Pramana is given. So Yukti, Shruti, Yukti and Smruti. Now what is there? Anubhuti. Anubhuti means our own experience that the world is not real. Every day you and I are experiencing, isn't it? Try to recollect Tattva Bodh. What is reality? Yes, Kalaben, what is reality? Yes, that is that. What is the definition, Archana? What is the definition of Satya? Yes, you are right. Trikale apittishtati iti Satya. That should be present in all three states of our experience. Waking, dream and deep sleep state. That alone is reality. Trikale, in three periods of time, that which is present is alone reality. So now here Bhagavan says, what is your experience? He is asking us. Yadi satyam bhavet vishwam sushuptau upalabhyatam yatna upalabhyate kinchita ato asat swapna vat mrusha yadi satyam bhaved vishwam sushuptau upalabhyatam yatna upalabhyate kinchita ato asat swapnavat mrusha. Now we'll break the compound word. Yadi satyam bhavet, ta has become the. Vishwam sushuptau, sandhi, au has become va, ava. Ava. Upalabhyatam. Upalabhyatam. Sushuptau upalabhyatam. Yat na upalabhyate kinchita atah asat swapnavat mrusha. Swapnavat mrusha. Now he says, yadi satyam bhavet vishwam. You say that, no, I give reality to the world. If you say like this, sushuptau upalabhyatam, then we should experience the world in deep sleep state. What is your experience in deep sleep state? Kinchidapi na janami. I do not know anything. When we go to sleep and somebody asks how many hours you slept, you can look at the clock or a watch and say, yeah, so many hours I slept. But in sleep we do not know anything. Whether I am a man or a woman. Where I am sleeping, we do not know anything. Kinchidapi na janami. We do not know anything. So, Sushupta Upalabhyata. If the world is real, then we should experience the world in deep sleep state also. But we do not experience anything in deep sleep stage. Yet na upalabhyate, and it is not present in deep sleep stage. Kinchit ataha, we do not know anything. In deep sleep, we do not know. Ataha, therefore, asat, so it is unreal. World is unreal. How? Swapnavat, like a dream. Mrusha, and it is mithya. It is mithya. Mithya is that which is relatively real. Remember the word mithya. Mithya we do not say is not there. Mithya is relatively real, not absolute reality. We experience at one period, other time it is not there. That is called mithya. So, he says that yat na upalabhyate kinchit. In deep sleep stage, we do not know anything. Asat, world is unreal. Unreal means it is changing. It is changing. Swapnavat, it is like a dream. See, why it is said like a dream? When you and I experience the dream, it appears very real to us. But when we get up from the dream, we know it was not real. It is only the mind and experience. I was lying down in my bed. Dream is not real. In the same way, Swapnavat, like a dream. Why said like dream? Because we are experiencing the dream. Still it is unreal. In the same way, we experience the world, but Murusha, it is mithya, it is not real. The word. Now, what we understand from this by Shruti, Yukti, Anubhuti, by all this and Smruti, that Bhagavan wants to tell us that you and I give reality to the world. Somebody says one word, you go on thinking, oh, he said me like this, he said me, and the whole day is spoiled like that. We forget the Lord. Bhagavan says, things of the world, you stay, you do your duty as best you can. Understand? When we say the world is not real, that does not mean I don't do my duty. I do my duty as best as I can, but I don't give reality to the world. Happenings of the world. Happenings of the world. Now, Bhagavan says that world does not exist apart from Brahman. World does not exist apart from Brahman. Now after giving Shruti, Shruti, Yukti and Anubhuti, these are the four things. After this, Bhagavan said, is concluding, therefore, Ata pruthak nasti jagat paratmanah pruthak pratitistu mrusha gunadivat आरोपितस्य अस्ति किमर्थवत्ता अधिष्ठानम् आभाति तथा भ्रमेण अत पृथक् नास्ति जगत् परात्मनः पृथक् प्रतीतिस्तु मृषा गुणादिवत् आरोपितस्य अस्ति किमर्थवत्ता अधिष्ठानम् आभाति तथा भ्रमेण. Now he says that atah pruthak nasti jagat paratmanah. From the Supreme Lord, the world is not different, is not independent. That is Brahman alone. World is Brahman alone. Jagat is not different than Brahman. Try to see the Brahman through every object. Try to see. You and I see only the name and form. Oh, this person is like this. We see what is superimposed. We are not seeing what is lying underneath the reality. So he said, Ata prutak nasti. The world does not exist other than Brahman. Pruthak pratitihi. And but what is our experience? Oh, the world is different and the Brahman is different. Reality is different and the world is different. Bhagavan said, pratitihi tu, indeed, mrusha, it is mithya. Whatever you are understanding, the world is other than the Paramatma is mithya. Guna divata, because of his properties, because of his properties. Now, see, there is a rope, and in darkness I see a snake on it. And then I give reality to the snake, and then I'm so scared. Like that, Brahman alone is the reality, but we are seeing the world on it. We are seeing only the Nam and Rupam. We are not able to see the Brahman because of its properties. Aropitasya, that which is superimposed. Astikim, how can it be that which is superimposed on the Brahman? Arthavatta. If you give reality, it is meaningless. If you give reality to the world, it is meaningless. Arthavatta. Adhishthana abhati. It is only the substratum, the Brahman alone appears. Tatha Brahmena. But because of the delusion, one gives reality to the world alone. Because of the delusion, one gives reality to the world. World means the happenings of the world, happenings of the world. The world which is not real, but we give reality to the world. Bhagavan here says, Ataha, therefore, world is not different than Paramatma. Means our attention should be toward the consciousness. Our attention at present is only any form and the name, Nam and Rupa. We are not able to see the consciousness, which is the substratum. The consciousness is the reality. We are seeing every day. Bhagwan in Bhaj Govindam, he says very clearly that you have the young age and the old age, and then one day you die. But we give reality to the world. We give reality to the name and forms. We do not see the beneath, the consciousness in that. Try to see the consciousness in everyone. If you try to see the consciousness, you cannot hate anyone. Whatever that person may be, whatever his activities may be, you cannot hate anyone. You cannot hate because it's the consciousness. Swayam Prakash, Ananda Swarupa. How can you hate somebody? Bhagavan says, Ataha, therefore the world is nothing other than the Brahman. Jagat Paratmana is Brahman and Brahman alone. Our vision we should change. Our vision we should change. Now we give importance only to the name and forms. Try to see beneath the Brahman. And if one sees only the name and forms, it is because of delusion. Delusion means not knowing reality. Not knowing reality. He sees only apparent reality, relative reality, the illusion. Illusion we give reality. Then Bhagavan says, if world is not different from Brahman, another example is given. That world is Brahman, one more example is given. Bhrantasya yadyad brahmata pratitam brahmeva tattat rajatam hi shuktihi idam taya brahma sadeva rupyate tu aropitam brahmani nama matram प्रांतस्य यद्यद् भ्रमत प्रतीतं ब्रह्मैव तत्तत् रजतं हि शुक्तिः इदं तया ब्रह्म सदेव रूप्यते त्वारोपितं ब्रह्मणि नाम मात्रम्. We'll see the sandhi. Bhrantasya yad yad brahmatah यद यद भ्रमतः प्रतीतम ब्रह्मेव तत्तत् रजतम ही शुक्ति इदम तया ब्रह्म सतेव रूप्यते तो आरोपितम ब्रह्मणि नाम मात्रम. नाउ विशेष यद यद भ्रमतः भ्रांतस्य प्रतीतम. Now there are so many objects in the world. The animals are there, plants are there, human beings are there. Yad yad, whatever we see, Bhrantasya, not knowing the reality, Brahmataha Pratitam. Then we see the name and forms only. Because of delusion, is an animal, there's a plant. But the plant is alive. The consciousness only, the life consciousness expresses as life only. Then, but we said we differentiate. And Brahmeva Tattat. Try to see the Brahman and Brahman alone. Whatever you see, the name and forms, they are nothing but the reality is Brahman alone. Rajatam is Shukti. And now you are walking on the seashore and suddenly you see a shell and from a distance it shines and you say, oh, it's a silver. And when you go near, then it's not a silver. You just take it in your hand and try to hide it, but it is not a silver. Then you see it's a shell alone. The shell appears as silver. Reality is shell. Idam taya, like this. This is an object. But understand, Brahma sadeva rupyate. It is only Brahman alone as existence. Sateva Brahma rupyate. It is that Brahman alone is perceived or exists. Tu aropitam Brahmani nama matram. On that Brahman, we are superimposing that there is some form and we give a name. A form is there, and to that form you give a man, woman, boy, girl. To that form we see and give a name. Aropitam Brahmani. It is on Brahman, it is superimposed. See, when we listen to this, one may not say, I see only the name and form, where I see the Brahman. But try to understand, when a person is alive and a person is dead, a dead person cannot move his hand. You have to lift his hand. What is left? The consciousness which was reflecting as a Jivatma has left the body. That individual being has left the body. If the body is real, individual being is real, the world is real, it should be always there. It is not permanent. We come and go. That is not real. Don't give reality to that. So, the individual being as a name and form is not real. The Jivatma lives in this body and it is the consciousness, because of that, the Atma, the body, mind, intellect able to function. Our real nature is consciousness and not anything else. When we want to beautify the body, I am this body. We said, these are my thoughts, my thinking. Everything is superimposed on consciousness. In the next few verses, after explaining that The world is nothing but the Brahman. This was the topic explained. What was the topic? The world is nothing but the Brahman. It was explained through Shruti, Yukti, Anubhuti, and Smruti. For examples, this is how it has been proved that world is Brahman alone. This we should remember always. If we see the Brahman through everything, we cannot hate anything. We cannot hate anything. If we hate something, means only our attention is on the form. On the form. Okay. Now, the nature of the Brahman in the next two verses by some 20 indicators have been explained. Next two verses. This is what we have studied in Atma Bodh also. There are some few verses indicating the Brahman. Ata param brahma sad advidiyam vishuddha vijnana ganam niranjanam prashantam adyanta vihinam akriyam nirantara anandarasa swarupam nirastamaya krita sarvabedam nityam sukham nishkalam aprameyam arupam avyaktam anakhyam avyayam jyotishvayam kinchita idam chakasti atah param brahma sat advidiyam vishuddha vijnana ganam niranjanam prashantam adyantavinam akriya nirantaranandarasaswarupam nirastamaya krita sarvabedam nityam sukham nishkalam aprameyam arupam avyaktam anakyam avyayam jyotishvayam kinchit idam chakasti atah param brahma sat advitiyam. This is how you have to break it. Sat advitiyam vishuddha vijnana ganam niranjanam prashantam adi antavihinam akriyam nirantara anandarasa swarupam nirasta maya krita sarvabedam nityam sukham nishkalam aprameyam arupam avyaktam anakhyam avyayam jyotishvayam kinchita idam chakasti. Ataha, after explaining that Brahman alone is the reality, Bhagavan says, so now we say that what we see is the Brahman and Brahman alone, and the name and forms are superimposed. And this, therefore, Ataha, therefore, Param Brahma. World is what? Param Brahma. A Supreme Brahman alone. What is the nature of Supreme Brahman? Sat, existence. It is real. Brahman alone is real. Advitiyam. Advitiyam means non-dual. That alone is there. That alone is there. Vishuddham. Vishuddham is pure. There is nothing other than that. That's why, see, Brahman cannot be described. It is can be only indicated. We have to understand. Indicate. Vishuddham, pure. Vijnana ganam means it is a pure consciousness, pure knowledge. Niranjanam. There is nothing other than that. Niranjanam also means pure. There is nothing other than that. Prashantam. It is, there are no thoughts in that, totally quietude. Supremely peaceful. Which Gurudev has described, his commentary on these two slokas are very good. Each word he has described. You can read afterwards. Prashantam. This when one withdraws mind at the seat of meditation. This is to be experienced by us. These indicators are to be experienced by us when we transcend the body, mind and intellect at the seat of meditation. This is the nature of Brahman. Means not that Brahman is something. I am the nature of existence. I alone exist. I am pure. I am the nature of knowledge. Eh? Then I am totally peaceful. Adi anta vihinam. There is in me, there is no beginning and end. Why you say like that? That which is limited has a beginning and end. That which is all pervading. So there is no beginning and end. It is all pervading. That alone is there. Akriyam. In that there is no action. Action is only possible when there is a limited. That which is everywhere, there is no action. Nirantara Ananda Rasa Swarupam. First indication said, what is the Swarupa? His nature is Ananda. A Brahmagnani always enjoys this happiness. Ananda Swarupa. Nirantara. Always, continuously, he experiences this happiness of the Brahman. Ananda Rasa Swarupam. His nature is Ananda Rasa. That's why it is Ras is called Raso Vaisaha. That is Ananda Swarupa. That Brahman means I am the nature of Ananda Swarupa. This is how one has to experience. Not that Atma is Ananda Swarupa. I am Ananda Swarupa. I am Ananda Swarupa. Swarupam Nirasta Maya Krita Sarva Bedam. And in these, when one experiences that, then because of the Maya, the Prakriti, now we are seeing the different Veda, Sajatiya, Vijatiya, Swagata Veda. The animals are different. Sajatiya, human beings in the same, they are different. Two men are not same. Vijatiya, animals and human beings are different. Plants are different. Two different animals, isn't it? So there is a Vijatiya, Sajatiya Veda. But Nirasta Maya Krita Sarva. At the seat of meditation in Samadhi, one sees that all these differences are not there. They are not there. Nityam Sukham. What experience is? Happiness. Nishkalam. In that Atma, there are no parts. The body has a part. Atma, there are no parts. Aprameyam. Mind cannot comprehend it. Aprameyam is mind cannot comprehend this. Something you cannot, as that which is limited, mind can comprehend. This mind cannot comprehend. It's beyond the mind. Arupam, and which has no form. Avyaktam, unmanifest. Anakhyam, this, you cannot name it like this. Avyayam, which is changeless. Jyoti Swayam. What is his name? Is Swayam Prakasha. Jyoti Swayam, self-effulgent. It is self-effulgent. Kinchitidam chakasti. Whatever that is, whatever we see here in this world is nothing but these, and this Brahman alone shines. Chakasti means shines. The Brahman alone shines. Whatever we see in this world as these 20 indicators. We'll see it again in the next class. Okay? This is about us, the Brahman. This is our Swarupa. This is our reality. This is our nature. But we are thinking something different. That's why we are suffering. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurupyo Namaha Hari Om Loka Samata Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samata Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samata Sukhino Bhavantu Shanti Shanti. My pranam to all of you. Please study, Shravana, Manana, all this is very, very important. You have to have your own study. Listening is, now you are listening.